Welcome to the podcast, episode 1, season 1 of Cole and Josh talking about addiction, video game addiction. Well, let's just get into it. All right, my co-host here is Cole Mansky.
So,
I just have a couple questions for you that we can start with. It should be recording fine. So, what do you know about addiction from your psychology classes, if you've talked about that at all?
well, it depends if you're talking about drug addiction or addiction to things that provide entertainment.
Okay, so what's the difference between drug addiction and things that provide entertainment? Is there a difference?
Biology. Basically, drug addiction is over time it turns into a physical addiction. Things like heroin and cocaine.
Mm-hmm.
After a while, your body starts to need them to function in your daily life, because it's the only way that your body can produce any form of
That substance?
what are called the happy neurotransmitters, like serotonin and dopamine.
You can only get that from the drug?
After a while, yes, because it releases such... It's not that you can only get them, it's that you can't get enough of them.
Because it releases them
Without-
in such a high amount?
Yes.
Oh my god,
You
that's
can't
crazy.
you can't get them without the drug. It's because it releases them in such a enormous quantity at one point in time. Things like video games and porn and telephones, cell phones, smartphones, video games, all of the above there,
Uh-huh.
they are a psychological addiction.
But isn't it still like the same serotonin being released? Or the
No.
same drugs? Or happy chemicals?
From my knowledge, I believe that heroin produces or releases dopamine.
Okay.
And endorphins.
Okay.
And video games release serotonin. So video game addiction and porn addiction both stem from the exact same place. So does weed in some cases.
Uh-huh.
In that you just aren't satisfied with the serotonin that you're getting. You don't exactly need it, but you feel like you need it. You make yourself feel like you need those things to continue producing serotonin.
Okay. So how do you know like someone is addicted to some like form of entertainment, whether it be porn, video games, the TV? Is it just like once they feel that they have that reliance that they need it for that serotonin?
Well,
Or
it's
is it-
also explained in their behavior. That's loud.
Yeah, that's so loud. It'll be fine. It's fine. I don't know if she'll listen to this. It's just
Okay.
we just have to have the transcript. She
So ask
just
the
wants us to basically talk.
All right. Cool.
Okay, so like what how can you tell through the behavior?
A lot of so someone who has become dependent on video games or porn usually will withdraw themselves from a lot of situations and feel from a lot of social situations that do not involve the porn website or a specific video game.
Holy shit.
I
might do that a little bit.
A lot of us do. I do as well.
I use video games to socialize a lot, and whoa. Okay, I wasn't sure if
Well, you don't withdraw. You socialize
Seek it
while
out.
playing video games.
Okay.
There's a difference.
Okay. So it's not. I mean, okay, it's probably partly seeking it out, but also
It has a large
withdrawing.
effect. It has a large effect on how you behave outside of your own privacy, because without the video game or the porn, you're just, the person seems kind of like a shell, not very happy, not very functional.
Okay, so I'm reading some of this paper because I want to figure out if my brother has video game addiction.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, he plays video games constantly. That's all he does. He lays on the couch. I don't know if you've seen it. Probably. You've been over.
A little bit.
Like, that's all he does all day, every day. And even when I talk to him, we only talk about, he just tells me about video games. And there's not really anything else we talk about besides that. I'm not sure. He also has Asperger's, so I don't know, like, if I might be mistaking some of it for those symptoms, but he doesn't seek out any social interaction. He only plays video games.
I personally don't know a lot about Asperger's, and there would need to be a little bit of observation done on him to, along with mixing the observation with future knowledge of Asperger's.
Mm-hmm.
It could just be something that he really likes, something that provides some way. Again, I don't know a lot about Asperger's, but maybe to cope with something.
Yeah. I mean, I think he has depression. Depression runs in my family. We both take meds for depression. My mom takes meds for depression. I mean, I think he is definitely depressed. But, okay, so basically something that I wrote in my paper, or that I'm thinking about reading my paper, or finalizing, is there wasn't like a consensus on what the definition of video game addiction was from what I could find. So, what I basically said was, for the purposes of my paper, I'm going to define it as engagement of such a high level where the person doesn't stop even though there are detriments, or let me see exactly what I wrote.
It starts to cause a social dysfunction in all daily activities, pretty much.
Yeah, like, despite the negative effects, they continue to do it.
Yeah.
Okay, you
That's
would
good.
consider that as...
I'd consider that a valid definition.
Okay.
Simplistic, but valid.
Simplistic. Noted. Simplistic. Simplistic, but valid. Do you know about, like, I don't know if you've read anything about studies about the benefits of playing video games, but I'm also writing about that.
I know that it helps a lot with decision making and puzzle solving, but I haven't read extensively.
Okay. That's what I found too. It's good to hear from another person. I mean, I've also noticed that in my life. Like, I'm a lot better at solving puzzles after playing so many Zelda games or something. I guess you do that in horror games a lot too.
Yeah, a little bit.
Solve puzzles.
It depends on the horror game.
I didn't play a lot of Prey, but do you do that a lot? It seemed like a game where you did.
Prey is a little puzzly. It's more like games like Prey and, in a way, Alien Isolation are not very puzzly. They're just objective oriented. However, there's a little bit of puzzly in Alien Isolation. Soma contains quite a bit of puzzles.
I mean, but like even in those games, you're solving how to get from one place to another, though, right? I mean, I guess that could be the puzzle in some way, but that I don't know.
The Amnesia games and the Outlast games
Uh-huh.
are very good examples of puzzles.
Okay.
Maybe not Outlast, but Amnesia definitely.
That game looks so scary. It's fun. I don't know how you play those games.
It's so fucking
Dude,
fun.
Soma, like, I know we already talked about this.
It is horrifying.
It's horrifying. I couldn't play it. I mean, I was playing it at night, but still, like, even
It's
if
so
I was
much
playing
better
that in
at
the
night.
day.
It's so much better.
No, it's
oh my
horrifying. Like, I like horror movies and stuff, but horror video games, like, when you're in it and you hear, like, that machine and, like, when you turn off the power at the beginning, and then that guy starts screaming or whatever, or that machine, that's oh my gosh, that's horrifying.
BTGGF.
Oh yeah. What did she say?
I don't know. My face isn't in your phone.
Sorry. Feels bad. Can you only have 3 Face IDs?
I thought you could only have one.
You can do an alternate appearance, and that's why Avonlea is.
Interesting.
I mean, I guess I got some stuff to use in my paper. She also just, like, she wanted it to be, like, a conversation. So, I mean, we can just talk about whatever.
Alright.
Okay.
What do you want to talk about? It's your interview. Mr. Zach Galifianakis.
I don't know, man. This stuff's crazy. I still, like, need to figure out what to do as a job. Or as a... I mean, I know I'm going to do the exploratory major. But, you know, since I'm not doing that right now, I'm anxious about it. And I want to know. I want to know what I'm
This morning, I was eating my breakfast and watching TV, and I heard a knock on a door, like, really close to my door. I was like, someone knocking on my door, because no one ever does that. No one ever fucking knocks on my door. So I went up to the hole, and there was someone there. And I was like, oh my god, someone knocked on my door. So I was like, 1 second. And I put on a mask. I opened the door. And this girl named Leilani. Super cute. She just said that she was trying to make more friends and such. And I was like, cool. I'm Cole. And she was like, I used to be a nursing major, but now I'm an exploratory major. So I was like, oh, I used to be nursing as well, but now I'm psychological sciences.
Oh.
And I've met another person who is exploratory major.
That's cool. I want to talk to her then. If I want to meet more people too. So maybe we could all hang out.
You and Avonlea should take Kane's spot for the next.
COVID safe, socially distanced, wearing masks.
We're wearing masks right now, by the way. Wearing masks. We are all the way across the apartment from each other. That's why we're able to pass the mic so quickly.
Well, yeah, exactly. And I mean, well, we're not on campus,
But we're wearing masks.
I'm really sorry, Katie. I don't know if you want to be called Catherine or Katie. You said Katie Thank you for being my teacher. I don't know. I don't really have anything on this topic anymore, so I'm going to stop the interview, but Cole and I will continue.
Play video games.
Yeah, we're going to play video games. We're going to play Call of Duty. I know that you said you like video games. I think in the first day. So if you're still listening, here's something. I recently started playing Call of Duty, and I had never played a Call of Duty before. And I always thought Call of Duty was the scum of the earth for video games. And so did Cole. He's nodding his head. But it is so addicting, and the gameplay is so amazing that I don't even care that there's not even a story or anything. and the progression in the multiplayer.
There's a campaign
Yeah.
section, but it's not that good.
Yeah, the campaign. I tried playing
I
the
got
Modern
to
Warfare.
Piccadilly, like the second level.
I got bored because I knew that the multiplayer was there, and it's so good. It's so good. Also, I got Twilight Princess from one of my friends. Okay, I'm not gonna tell you this. You don't need to know.
$40.
For $40, just kidding. I mean to play that. Okay, this is not an interview anymore. This is just all right.